up, you guys? It's Vallivon, the Perfume Zone, back at you with another fragrance video. I had the desire to share with you guys 3 transitional fragrances. So hopefully winter is winding down. I think it is. That's why I was like in the store and they had all of their sweaters like super marked down. I was like, I think I'll pass because I feel like winter's about to be over. So with that, I want to share with you guys 3 transitional fragrances that'll work now for winter, but then also it'll be appropriate for the top of the spring, not the end of the spring when it's getting really, really warm. End of spring for me around May, it starts getting pretty warm, but in March we still have a little bit like chilly weather. So these are great for that. And then let me know what are some nice transitional fragrances for you in your collection from winter to spring. Let's go. None other than Le Labo. I feel like I have one at every price range, so I'm really excited about that. You know, we love affordable fragrances on this channel, but we also love to splurge. But this one is definitely worth the splurge. This is Rose 31 from Le Labo. Yet again, very, very expensive, but very, very worth it. This is a rose fragrance, of course, but it also has a nice woodiness about it. It has oud in there. It's got that agar wood. Also has cedar wood. It just has so many different types of woods in there that really grounds this and adds an earthy element. It also has some spice. So it has cumin in there, opens up with some cumin. Also has some vetiver that adds that earthy, dry, grounded kind of a fragrance. So I think this can be definitely unisex. It's definitely on the unisex side of a rose fragrance. I know typically you'll think of like, you know, an older woman when you think of a rose fragrance. So this is definitely very modern, very unisex, and very, very much of a modern rose take. It almost has like a jammy rose note though, hinting at it, but then it gets grounded with all the wood and the spiciness and the earthiness. So it's a very beautiful fragrance. This is the kind of fragrance where I only need like one squirt, and it would definitely last me throughout the day. It has wonderful performance, and that's the only reason why I say that if you're thinking about it, if you've been thinking about this one for a long time, I would say it's worth it because the performance is top tier. And it's one of those fragrances that you don't have to spray a lot because you actually get really, really good longevity, sillage, all that sort of thing. So yeah, I would definitely say this is worth the money. And the fact that it has that rose in there is great for spring, the top of the spring, but the woodiness and the spiciness makes it appropriate for the winter as well. So I think it's right there in the middle, and definitely if you like rose, maybe you should add it to your collection. This is the niche, very expensive. Let's go more so to the designer range of things. So I have the selection from none other than Viktor and Ralph. This is from the Flower Bomb range. This is a Flower Bomb flanker. This one is Midnight Flower Bomb Midnight. But really, really like this one. I picked this up over the holidays when they had an amazing sale. Make sure that you're subscribed and hit that notification bell because I let you guys know when there's really, really good deals. This one was a really, really good deal. I'm so happy. It was a blind buy. I'm happy with my purchase. And the fact that it has such a beautiful combination of like sweetness and florals is really, really nice. There's also like a deep juiciness about this fragrance. So it's got some berries, it's got some pomegranate, it's also got that nice sweet creamy vanilla that adds that warmth that's appropriate for, I feel like, fall winter seasons. We always want that kind of warmth to be kicked up just a bit, but it's got some very, very beautiful florals to really round it out. It's got some peony, some jasmine, just very beautiful feminine florals in there that's perfect for springtime when everything's blooming. But then again, it's got some depth to it. The deepness of the berry and the warmth of the sugary vanilla is so beautiful. I think it's appropriate for evening, date night, and definitely transitioning from winter to spring. Really, really love this one. It's a gorgeous womanly fragrance, I have to admit. It's just like very sexy almost. Almost smells like niche. Like I could see a niche house putting this out. Very beautiful. Now, the last fragrance is going to be on my affordable side. This is a celebrity fragrance. It's one of my favorites that I'll reach for when I want to smell very womanly, that sort of thing. But this is from the Beyonce Heat range. This is a flanker of that very popular Heat fragrance. If you've been with me for a long time, you know how I feel about that fragrance, but I really, really like this one. This one is Heat Wild Orchid. So just as the name implies, this one has orchid in there, a beautiful tropical floral. So again, going back to that blooming florals that we love during spring, but it's also got some coconut in there, which is very interesting. Some boysenberry, it's got some pomegranate, so nice berry opening, but then it also has some amber in there, and it's got some really, really deepness to it. So I think this is appropriate for almost year round. It has some deepness for the complexity that amber makes it a little bit more rooted for winter wear, but then it's also got that tropical flair with the boysenberry and the coconut and the wild orchid that makes it appropriate for spring as well. I think that orchid is one of the most appropriate florals for evening wear and for colder winter months as well. Something about it is a little bit more deep and complex and very sophisticated. But yeah, really like this fragrance. Doesn't have the best lasting power, but it's so affordable. You can find it 10 to 20 bucks to where you wouldn't mind spraying it a little bit more. Those are 3 fragrances in my collection that I'm so excited to transition from winter to spring, and I'm super excited to wear them. Please let me know what you're transitioning, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.